Hello YouTube and to all my subscribers, and this is Raijin Do It Yourself Tutorials, and today I'm gonna be making a new video tutorial using the Photoshop CS6. Since my Photoshop tutorials has lots of views, I have decided to create and make video tutorials in both Photoshop CS6 and in Paint Tool SAI. I've been really using Paint Tool SAI quite often because of its stabilizer feature, which you can be able to draw smooth lines, smooth line arts with it. And yet people really like to use, and more people really use quite more often of Photoshop CS6. So I guess I have to make this tutorial to you all guys out there that use Photoshop CS6. So in today's tutorial, I'm gonna show you on how to color an anime AI using Photoshop CS6. And in order to do that, let's create a new layer. And the controls, the shortcut for it is just Control Shift N. Alright. So let's choose a brush. Press B. And then the brush preset that that we're gonna choose is the basic brush presets, which is found here in the brush preset. So we'll just choose this one, okay? And let's begin coloring. Just color the white part of the eye. Alt mouse scroll to zoom. The one thing that I really dislike about Photoshop is because it does not have that stabilizer option, and it really is a GPU extensive. It really pumps up the power of your GPU when you are doing some art. It's a very heavy software, I guess. So now once we have done coloring the white part of the eye, the next step is to make a shadow effect on this white part of the eye. And the brush preset that we're gonna choose are the basic ones, really. And I think we were gonna choose this one, first one, okay? And then choose some shadow color for it, something like this. And then color it. You have to add new layer, and then you'll just clip it by pressing Alt. There. Anything beyond the color of the white color, it will not overlap when you clip it. It's just like in the Photoshop, Paint Tool SAI. And then we'll add another shadow, a dark one, darker tone, something like that, just to add depth or work. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Right. Okay, I think that's nice. The next part is here. We're just gonna color it, and in order to do that easily, just click on into your line art, the anime eye line art, and then use the magic wand tool. Then you press on this part here, just press on that, and press shift so that you can have both of them highlighted. The next thing is that, as you can see, that the magic wand that has highlighted, it does not really it just only color in this part, and I just want to overlap it a bit. So in order to do that, we will gonna press on select in the menu, and then click on modify here, choose modify here, and then expand. Okay, so I'm gonna expand it by 3 pixels, so it will gonna move 3 pixels on here. So here we go. There, as you can see, that the magic wand has expanded. Now, in order to color the eye again, we're gonna need to create a new layer above the white part of the eye, and then we're gonna be choosing color, I think red. Okay. And then once we have chosen a color, we're gonna use the bucket tool to color the eyes. There, as you can see, it has colored all the parts needed. And now the next thing is we're gonna add a new layer, and then we will gonna clip it into the red part of the eye. Okay, so in this step, cell shading, we will gonna be coloring a darker tone in the part of the eye. In order to do that, I'm just gonna go here and then press or decide color that you want to add a shadow effect. So I'm just gonna choose that one, and then brush tool, press B, and then we're gonna choose one of these basic brush preset, and I think this is the one that I will choose. Okay, so I'm just gonna shade it. Just gonna zoom out a little bit and then shade it. Okay. Alright. Good. And the next part is now to add another darker tone, of the shadow. Okay. Just subtle. Even more darker tone. Just subtle. Not that harsh. Alright. Now, since we have a 3-layer shadow, the next thing is we will gonna add some kind of a highlight in this lower part here, and in order to do that, we're just gonna choose a lighter color here. Then I think that's really quite nice. And now the next part is the black part here, the eye. And in order to do that, you can't really have a perfect stroke here because you can't the brush here, because the Photoshop CS6 does not have a stabilizer. I will let you see what I mean. Is when you choose this hard brush preset here, as you color, you see that it's not really getting the tone that I wanted, because it's like kind of messy. Since I don't really like that, the next thing that we're gonna just add a new layer, then just clip it there. Then we're gonna use our mouse and then create this, and then we're just gonna color it something not like that, something like that, not black, darker tone. And then we're just gonna right click it and then fill, choose the fill option, and then foreground color, and then okay. And then as you can see, it does now have color, have a black. And in order to edit it, is just gonna press Ctrl T to your keyboard, and then we're gonna warp it, transform it to the way that we wanted it to look like, something like that. Alright, so I'm just gonna press enter, and then there you go. You have a nice looking eye. And then since you wanted to, we're just gonna copy this part here. Just Ctrl J to copy it, and then clip it. Just gonna move the eyes in it. Since it will not match it, you're just gonna press Ctrl T again, and then just warp it a little bit. Something like that. Okay, press enter. Wow. Now that's nice. Just gonna adjust it a little bit. And here a little bit. Yep. There you go. Now you have a really nice eye. Now the next thing is we will gonna add some highlights on the eye. And in order to add highlights on the eye, we're just gonna add a new layer above the anime line art. Okay, the anime eye line art, and then we're just gonna press on again and create another elliptical shape here, elliptical marquee tool here. Just press and choose white. Okay, then we're just gonna, I think that's good enough, and then we're just gonna right click it and press fill, foreground color, and okay. There you go. Then we'll just edit it. Control T. Right. There. Now we have a highlight. And then we're just gonna add to make it like glowing. Press B and brush. I'm just gonna choose this one. And then we will not hard press our our pen. Okay, just lightly, subtle opacity, change this opacity. Now you see what I mean. You just change the opacity. I'm just gonna reset it back to 100%. Now, yeah, it's really quite good looking now. So we were just gonna copy it. Control J, not G. Control J, and then we're just gonna move it here. Yep. Whoa, you see? It's really quite looking good. And then we're just gonna add just subtle details. Get a brush tool. I should then choose this hard one here. Yep, hard one. And then change 3 pixels, I guess. It will depend on the image that you are creating. But just remember that when you're creating line arts and coloring, the base resolution should be around 300 pixels or higher. Okay, so let's proceed. Something like that of a highlight. There. And then we're just gonna add another where is that one here? Circle. Feel it. No. And then I'm just gonna move it a bit right here. What I mean is to add a glowing effect on the eye. You just change the opacity to 20. Yep, something like that. 22. And this colored part there. Then on this part here, just gonna add circle again. Feel like that, and then right click, fill, stroke, foreground color, and then brush. Just be 24 pixels, and color it. Now, as you can see, we have the basic on how to color the anime eyes, and I hope that this is helpful. And if you want to add another detail on your eyes, to add more detail in it, if you wanted to change the colors on this part here, the lashes, I'm just gonna go into the anime eyes line art and then create a new layer there, and you're just gonna clip it. Just gonna clip it. You can choose any color that you like. How about a dark purple? Something like this, I guess. And then a brush tool. Where's that brush tool? And then change. Oh, it's the opacity. Forgot to change. Here we go. I'm just gonna color it there. Okay, it's really quite nice. And you have a purple eyebrow. And if you want to change again the color, you're just gonna press and Control U. Oh no, it's not the same as Fatal Side. Oh, I see, here it goes. Now you're just gonna change the hue and saturation. Now you have now blue, reddish, something like that color, green, okay, something like that. Saturation, you can add saturation. If you want it dark, lighter, something like that. I think that's really nice. Okay, so I think that's everything to know, everything that you need to know on how to color an anime eye using Photoshop CS6. I hope that this video tutorial is helpful, and if you have some questions or if there is some parts that you do not understand, you can just leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will try my best to answer all of your questions. And if you have suggestions on what's the next tutorial that I'll make, just leave a comment, and I will try my best to create video tutorials as much as I can. And thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you for my subscribers out there. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye.